I'm going to teach you how to use resources on Native Ministries International. I have it saved as a favorite, so I've selected it up on my toolbar. If I go to Resources, you see General Resources, Leadership Resources. Under General Resources, you'll see an introduction, how to survive during the coronavirus as a business, ministry, 501(c), and there'll be over 20 aids available. You see on the very top there's a directory of what you're going to see on this particular page. I'll immediately go to Native Resources, and if I were to click as a business person, I would want to immediately come here, or as a Native individual. This is all things Native. Who are we? What is available? How do we understand ourselves? How do we learn our language? So, Native business leaders, Native education. If I were to select top 21 Native organizations, there you will see all the different ones. So if I were to go back, any one of these, Native American Tourism by Site, BIA programs and websites, helping establish and support Native businesses. Small business help for Natives. National Job Finder for Natives. Best Native hotels, list of Native newspapers and media. Native census. If you're a tribal government, how do you verify a lot of the information? Census by tribes, 2012 to 2016. Tribal census information. I already selected, you see I pre-selected Oneida, which happens to be the one in Wisconsin. Here's the total population. Here's the census information on a particular nation. You could do that with any particular tribe. Now, Native culture. Choosing baby names, their meanings. My grandson is called a Hanu, Koi. A Hanu means he who laughs. Koi means a panther. And so this is a Native name. Languages, 175 languages we speak. Here's where you find it. If you want to go ahead and buy Native foods, you can see a lot of information. The Oneida Nation. I particularly use Oneida Nation for myself to get dry hominy corn that's already been pre-shelled to make onula. which you and I know is white corn soup with the red kidney beans. I happen to use ham hocks and pork as far as shredding it. Fry bread recipes, arts, museums, Wikipedia articles, native names for dogs. You have a dog, what do you want to call them? American Indian legends, native clothing. On the right side, you'll see native education, list of colleges, how to get scholarships, boarding schools, native health, general health, how to become a nurse or doctor, counseling, Centers for Disease Control, intergenerational pain, drug and alcoholic rehab, suicide prevention, natives with disabilities, and how to fight opioid abuse. Then there's a native maps. Native media. The newspapers, podcasts, journals. Ajax Media is a Native American company. Has done Hollywood movies, working on them, currently in production on a particular TV program, flying up to Minneapolis to do that. Does leaders by way of introductory leaders videos you can post on your website. He'll do sporting events professionally, as well as college, weddings. He travels the country. Award-winning native media production. Tribal listings. All the different ways of finding tribes. So this is a way of using your general resources, and then I'm going to mention leadership resources. Once again, at the very top, there's what you'll find here: teaching others, sermon preparation, counseling others, ministry programs, administration, personal growth and wellness, how to conduct video meetings and webinars, internet and email for businesses and churches. Now here, how to conduct video meetings and webinars. If you'll notice there, how to conduct a Zoom webinar. I were to select that. Zoom had been a problem with what was called Zoom bombing, where somebody could put anything on. They could make racist remarks. They could put pornography on your meeting. But with the new version 5.0, if you conduct a webinar, now that is rendered impossible, and they require everybody to upgrade to 5.0 to stop it. Now, Zoom webinar, you're able to do with multiple speakers. You could show videos, you could show PowerPoints, you could do online polling, you could do any number of things. You could have the attendees online, give them the ability to post, make comments, and so here is how you go ahead and do that. Likewise, how to do a Google Meet. Or you could say Microsoft Skype for video conferencing. Or a Cisco WebEx meeting. All of these are various ways of learning how to conduct meetings and teaching. Internet and email for church ministry, business meetings, how to get Google placement for your website, pathway to learning, learning the internet, how to live stream, free live stream download guides. And I will make mention on the resource page, there's a lot more in regard to the internet and how to use it, how to use Facebook and Google. So in this day and age of business, ministry, 501(c)(3)s, individuals, you really need to come up to date. When I'm teaching in conferences and other places, I will say we need to move from using smoke signals, and we need to learn how to use the internet. So many times, we're stuck in our past. But in order to expand what we're doing, we need to go ahead and come up to date. And the one value of Native Ministries International, by way of connecting tribes, connecting, events, resourcing, a number of other items. This goes across every tribe. Other tribal ones are restricted to their region. You don't have full access to all the information. Here you have full access. You will be able to advertise at some point. We're about to launch. We're about to add that feature if that is something that would interest you. Native Ministry International is designed to be used for free. So as tribal governments, which I've spoken over close to 40 now, they all agree once they see this, they're going to use it. So it's the most simple way of finding other tribes.